It's unboxing time. If you've been reading my blog, The Rifleman's Journal, there's another Rifleman's Journal. This one's at jeffersonian.name. This is the lower I built from a stripped Mega Arms lower receiver. You've been tracking my progress, how I got one part here and another part there. Israeli bolt carrier group from CDNN. A2 rear sight found at a show. This is the Palmetto State Armory mid-length upper I got at their Black Friday sale for a favorable price, except of course it did not come with the bolt carrier group or charging handle, which I had to order separately. I just got it off the UPS truck earlier today, Friday the 28th of December, 2012. Let's see what's in there. Sturdy packaging, nothing shifting inside, very firmly and correctly packed. A box within a box. Here we go. Now here's a box that can be reused. Packing slip. Nothing out of the ordinary there. $279.99 Black Friday sale. I caught the very end of the sale, plus $15 shipping. And here we go. It's an upper receiver. At last. That needs to be tightened. That's a rivet. One tiny little gripe and nitpick so far. Front sling swivel is riveted in place. That's probably true for every brand. I don't want that flopping around. That's a very small issue. The handguards, at first glance, are GI style, but they're not actually. GI style, even on the M4 carbine, taper. These appear to be parallel, and they're somewhat oval in cross-section instead of round. That's okay. Everything seems in order. There's the gas tube inside there. Yeah, you can see that. Comes with, of course, the forward assist, ejection port cover. This is all complete except the bolt carrier group and charging handle. GI front sight, adjustable with a GI tool. There are many replacement posts available. Barrel markings. Don't know if that's going to show up. 5.56 NATO. Note it says NATO. 1 7" MP. Not sure what that means. CL chrome lined. I'm going to have to clean this, just on principle. A bit of oil there where the barrel nut meets the receiver. Typical black parkerized finish. Rail. Looks like a few small tool marks on the lugs. There and there. A2 flash hider. Closed on the bottom. The delta ring here was cocked a little, which it popped right into place when I touched it, so that's no big deal. Note it has the triangular cap. That's a compatibility issue with aftermarket handguards. I'm thinking of getting a Magpul MOE for this later, because I want to hang certain stuff off it, but not too much of it. As stated in the product description at the time of ordering, M4 feed ramps. Had to look up exactly what that meant. It's got M4 feed ramps and an M4 barrel extension. They go together, so that is no problem at all, and probably will help with a little bit with feeding. quite a lot of oil in there. Later I'll be getting some of the more specialized tools like the locking lug cleaning things and so on. Very slight amount of movement in the fore end. Takes significant pressure or exertion to notice it, more felt than seen. Bear in mind, this is my very first AR ever, so I don't have a frame of reference. The things I'm noticing may be common to all ARs. Alright, I've run some patches down the bore, wiped off some of the oil. I think I'll leave a lot of that there. I still have to do some research about proper lubrication of an AR. Speaking of which, just put some oil on the inside of the receiver, charging handle track, and so on. And now, the moments of truth. The bolt carrier. I'll be doing a disassembly video later. There's the charging handle. Then the bolt carrier group assembled with the bolt. When you insert this, the bolt must be out. That is in. That's the locked position. Must be assembled with the bolt out. There. There. And that click was the bolt rotating to lock. And you take your previously assembled lower, pivot pin, takedown pin. I have one of those little wedge things. I don't know if it's going to be necessary. Line those up. There's that. There's that. And there's that. A little bit of movement. Theoretically, any play between the upper and lower receiver should have no effect on accuracy because everything to do with accuracy is self-contained in the upper receiver. And at last, put the rear sight on. That seems firm. And at last, I have an AR15. Range reports to follow. Squeak.